Okay, so picture this. I'm working my minimum wage 9 to 5, having a chat with my coworker, and the topic of the games we play comes up. Now listen, I'm a pretty transparent guy, so there's no shame in my games. I have no problem telling people that I play a Pokemon game. So I tell him, I play and make videos for a niche Pokemon game called PokeMMO, and his reply was something I would have never expected. Dude told me that he not only used to play PokeMMO, but he played it 2012. In my head, I'm thinking, there's no way my coworker of all people is a PokeMMO veteran. So naturally, I start asking him if he remembers his account details and if he's able to log in. I tell him that if he can, he might be a really rich man. The next time I see him, he had gotten access to his account and he had it on his phone. He let me take a look at his PC and my god, this dude had the biggest 2012 collection I've ever seen. And some of these mon that he has are really rare. He agreed to let me show off his newfound riches in this video, so that's exactly what we'll be doing today. I don't really know much about the market, but luckily Epoch was willing to help me price check these. If you want to learn more about the market or into flipping content, go ahead and check Epoch's channel out. His channel will be linked in the description below. Okay, let's get into it. And all of these are 2012?
Yeah, this is a full 2012.
Holy shit, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, what's going on, guys? I am in a Discord call with Ninox, the OG 2012 player who has one of the biggest 2012 inventories I've ever personally seen. Look at all, every single one of these mons, guys, is 2012. This guy had nearly half a box, a little bit over, of 2012 mon, which is absolutely insane. So we're gonna show off his collection real quick. First of all, oh my goodness. This is insane, dude. This mon right here.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played. Caught a bunch of these way back in the day.
The next one's Psyduck. What timid nature? Okay. Wait, this one has a different OT. Is this just, did somebody trade you this? It says Rocker Jose as the OT.
Oh, Joseph. Yeah. That was one of my buddies back in the day that played as well. So many of these, like, I don't know exactly how many through trade. I feel like there's a few.
There's another Rocker Jose right there.
Yeah.
Or Joseph. And then
Yeah.
what's the IVs on this bad boy? Jesus. Well, if you have a higher IV from 2012, it's like pretty crazy impressive. You got to think, like, if you caught this way back in the day, the chances of it not being bred up or not being like deleted out of the game is pretty insane. It's pretty rare. This Pineco, I'm actually super rash nature. Hold on, go to the IVs. Go to the IVs. No fucking way. No way. Yo. Okay. Let me explain to you why this is insane. So a rash nature, like 0 to 1 spadef, like special defense on a Pineco is amazing because it's like a ditto catching fortress. It's like perfect. Wait. You may have caught this in altering cave. And because you used to be able to catch Pineco, that's how you used to be able to catch Pineco.
Huh.
This is a really rare cat. I mean completely dead ass if you dude. Like, this is, if it wasn't a 2012, it would still be worth a lot of money. Dude, that Pineco's actually, I'm mind blown by that. Sassy nature. Okay, neutral nature. What's the IVs? Ooh, okay. I got a drowsy. Okay. Men Kanto 2012. Damn, you're gaming late at night. It's like 8:50.
I think there's some that are like way later than that actually.
Careful nature. Okay. Yeah, so like the 2012 market, the Pokemon, like, it matters too. Like, the Pineco is pretty crazy because it was like hard to get that back in the day. A Spinda's pretty insane. What the heck? Is this a 2012 Spinda?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, bro. It's funny because you caught this so long ago, and like, who would have thought that these would have been worth so much later on?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy.
Another one's 31 Spadef. Okay. And honestly, having a 31 on the 2012 is pretty crazy. Wait, hold on. Naughty nature. What is the IVs on this? Okay, this is like usable. 21 attack. Pretty decent. Okay. Dude, a 2012 Farfetch? No way.
So this is, I believe this is an NPC one.
Yeah, isn't this the wouldn't this be the Farfetch that you got from the... Wait, I wonder if the Farfetch that you get from the NPC still says Alyssa when you get it. Or if that's like, if that's rare. I don't know if that's like super rare or not. Dude, the IVs on that are actually insane. What the fuck? Yo, what the heck? That's crazy. Wait, it says med and can. Someone could probably tell me in the comments, but I think that's actually like super rare. This might actually be super rare because I'm pretty sure because it's like a trade encounter, all the IVs would be 15 nowadays, but you got it back in the day and you have a cracked one. So I'm looking at 2 on the market and they have the exact identical IVs to your IVs. Like, hold on, let me put this on screen so like, I think back then maybe they just somehow for some reason gave these specific IV layout, like a 125 total, but like, why? That's so weird. Okay, I like, those are insane IVs, but like, it's weird that they like have them all. Like, there's no way that like all 3 of these were caught with the same IVs. It must just be like that. Dang, that's crazy. Okay, we got a Nidoqueen.
Sassy by nature.
Okay, nothing too insane, but still respectable. 30 speed. 2012 Lickitung. Okay. Hayden. Yo, the IVs on this are actually kind of clean.
It's crazy when you look at it because like all the times are pretty consistent, like across from where I was.
Dude, a Mr. Mime is actually kind of insane.
I think this was also a player trade, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right because like there's no way you ended up like trading with people who had all cap names like that. Like that's
That's
definitely
what I'm
like
saying.
I think that's actually I think this is another one of those static encounters where it should be all 15s nowadays, but because you did it back then, it's not. Like I think this is another like super rare. That's crazy. Oh,
Also,
another
Rocker Joseph.
yeah, your friend. See the reason I think it's like it was like a trade from like an NPC is if you go to Rocker Joseph right now, like and you hold your
It's
mouse over it.
lowercase. Yeah.
No, but like if you see how it comes up with the name like that, but if you held it over the other one, it didn't do that, I don't think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I think you're right. Those are trades and those are super rares. That's crazy. Yeah, if you end up selling any of these 2012s, I'd keep the Farfetch and the Mr. Mime because those are kind of like one of
The
ones.
rare ones.
Yeah. Okay.
2012.
Got a Hitmonchan. Lonely Nature. That's usable nature. Okay. Ooh. Dude, a lot of these are like low key kind of nice. Like you could probably use some of these in competitive. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's so funny though because I know nothing about the IV stuff. Like I've tried to learn it and I'm just like
Basically,
oblivious.
you know how like Hitmonchan is like a physical attacker. It doesn't use like special attacks or whatever.
Yeah.
That means the attack nature and the speed and the defense and the special defense and the HP are what matters most, and special attack doesn't matter because like it doesn't use special attack. So like
Right.
the fact that you have 20 plus nearly in all of them except for HP is pretty insane. Like having 20
Huh.
plus in the stat is like a respectable stat, you know?
I'm assuming like some of these are like right before I was going to work and then it was right after I got off
All
work.
right, hold on. I'm excited to show this off. So this is a 2012 Blastoise with insane. Hold on, just open it up. Just open it up.
This
First
is
of
my
all,
boy.
hasty nature, which like not the craziest nature, but still usable. And then go to the IVs on this. This is a 2012 Blastoise, guys. 20 plus speed, 20 plus on the attacks, and then like 15 plus on the defenses. Like this is like usable. You know what I mean? That's not that bad. And then
This was my starter, by the way. Well, Blastoise wasn't, but Squirtle was. So
yeah, in
yeah.
2012, geez. So you started playing the game at 7:34 p.m.
hmm At night. That's
at
insane.
night. Dude,
In
that's
October of all places too, or of all
oh
months.
yeah. So you started playing the game in October then in 2012. That's
I
cool,
wonder
man.
how long the game had existed prior to when I started. Like, I'm curious if there's anything. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff earlier than 2012, or did this come out in
I
2012?
I think this came out in 2012, and if it came out sooner, I'm not familiar with it. Damn. Okay, we got a slow bro here. What are the IVs on this dude? Okay, it's like it's more than 15 plus. That we take that. We take that. And then obviously
And
2012.
Marowak, another OG go-to that was on my team
Yeah, this
for
this
a
is one of my
long
favorite.
time.
Okay, so the IVs I'm gonna start dwindling now that we're getting lower on these lists. So
Then 2012, yeah.
we got a seal. Yo, you have a 2012 fossil right after this. That's crazy. Honestly, pretty decent IVs. I mean, the speed and defense obviously are low, but everything else is good. 2012 9 p.m. Dude,
Yeah,
the 2012
because
fossil is
Kabuto.
insane. Okay. Dude, it's just cool to see like a 2012 fossil. Like I'm curious how many of these actually exist still. I think this is one of those mon where like it's rare because of what it is. You know what I mean? Like how many people hatched fossils in 2012?
Well, I remember playing Pokemon back in the day and always going for Aerodactyl, and I never really went for Kabuto. So this is like the first time that I've had Kabuto in my Pokedex, like in any Pokemon, honestly.
20 plus attack, 2012 obviously. Dude, you caught all these at like 9 p.m.
It's ridiculous. I was really doing. I was putting in the work, man.
Bashful nature. We got to you can't have a 2012 inventory without the 2012 Magikarp, of course.
I think I had a full inventory of Magikarp at one point, and then I got released a bunch of them, which was stupid, but
I mean, you didn't
you
know
know,
back then. You got execute, nothing crazy IV wise, but still, it's an execute. 2012, 7:40 p.m. It's just kind of cool to see like the wide variety of mon that you have, to be honest.
it's a weird mix of like Pokemon that I've caught. Like I don't default to getting any specific one. I wish I would have known now about my inventory of Pokemon. Like back then, I wish I would have known what I know now because I would have filled my Pokedex as full as possible.
I mean, yeah, dude, but that's like saying like, oh, dude, I wish I knew like Bitcoin was gonna go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's no way to know.
be like the Back to the Future thing where I get like the stats on the baseball and I'm betting on the right teams and stuff.
You got a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen.
Can't have one without the other.
7:50 p.m. Yeah, it seems like you like caught all these after. Wait, you have a 2012 Lapras? No, that's crazy. I'm assuming for the catch location it just says Metancanto. It doesn't do the actual like specific one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah, I wish it
crazy.
gave like specifics on like locations and stuff.
It does
Like,
now, but the 2012s didn't back then. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
It'd be like I said, the newer ones are like caught on route, whatever, or
yeah,
something like that.
exactly.
Rhyhorn.
Brave nature, it's usable nature. But dude, honestly, this is like low key kind of a nice Rhyhorn. Like I know the defenses aren't that crazy, but like the HP, the attack, the speed's there, and like it's a naughty nature, which means the attack is boosted.
2012 again.
You have an Ursa ring from 2012.
Oh yeah, he was a poke. He was my he was in my party.
Oh yeah, I've used on this. Dude, honestly, not that bad, not that bad. I didn't even know they
Imagine if
had Ursaring back then, dude.
I just know he was in my party for the longest time,
Where would you have
and
caught this at? I think you would have caught this down in Altering Cave because like where else would you have gotten this in Kanto?
this one started as a Teddy Ursa, and I evolved it.
Yeah,
So,
I think Teddy Ursa is in Altering Cave, so that would make sense. I wonder if this was one of your first one that you caught because like when you got out of Palantown.
oh, possibly.
What is the catch date on it or the time or because you started October? I mean,
Yeah,
probably.
it's close. Same day.
This is really cool to see. This is like I don't think you understand. You have like a really big inventory for in terms of 2012. Like this is like a lot of like PokeMMO history just in one box.
Oh yeah. So this is from another friend of mine that gave me Pokemon back in the day.
Also, the OTs like matter too a little bit. Like if it is like a cool OT, it like makes it even cooler if that makes sense.
Yeah, my friends don't play anymore, and I really wish they remembered their stuff because I'd be like, yo, just hop on, give me your 2012 stuff so I can like add it to mine.
Yeah, dude. If you start playing this somewhere, you're gonna be a very rich man.
I might get back into it. I'm thinking I might.
Raids are dropping soon, so you know might be worth looking into. Okay,
Hmm.
we got a Persian. Yeah, these IVs are obviously aren't gonna be that crazy because we're getting at the bottom of the batch, but you know it's a 2012 mon. You can't go wrong with that. 9:30 p.m.
Trying to think if there's anything in the bottom. This was a party member for a while.
Have you ever seen the Sam slash Shiny?
Yes,
It
and
looks
I
sick.
love it.
Yeah, it looks sick.
2012
9:50 p.m. Yo,
Jigglypuff.
you have a 2012 Jigglypuff. Modest nature. Okay, dude, this is just cool to see. Like,
So Rattata. Rattata might actually been the first one if the time is lower than 740 something.
it's cool that you have the Rattata and the Pidgey. Those are like the two mon you like that introduced you right
It
away.
was like the very first ones you encounter.
Yeah.
Ninetales was also in my party for a minute. And I think I normally get to a point in Pokemon where I'm like, I like my team and I'm not catching anything, which is probably a very piss poor way to do it. But in the newer ones, like since was X and Y, I think I've started catching stuff to just breed.
Timid nature.
Nidoran.
What's the IVs on this bad boy? Nothing crazy, but it's cool that you have like the child evolution and then like the Nidoqueen.
Yeah,
Like you have both of them. 2012, okay.
it's like
And
a
then last
month.
one. You got an
Onyx.
Onyx, the OG.
That's what I
Wait, you have
remember.
a 2x0 2012. That's actually kind of cool. Dude, that's sick.
It's insane because like I didn't know that I was sitting on so many 2012 Pokemon, and I honestly believe if I had kept playing, half of these boxes would have been full of stuff if I
That
had kept
imagine how
playing.
much money you'd have if that was the case because the cheapest 2012 is like 150K right now. I did want to ask you a few questions. Obviously, you started playing in 2012, but like do you and we know that you started playing in October, but like what was the game back like then like from when you remember it like back in 2012? Like did you play a lot of it? Did like what was your experience like back then?
So I remember playing in 2012 with like a few friends, and I remember being the main one that was progressing through the gyms. And I remember getting to a spot where there was nothing else you could really do. Like you beat the Elite Four, you do all that stuff, and then you're kind of just locked to the region. The areas were more full than I guess they are now because I think everybody's in the other areas. But like everything from like Pallet Town all the way through the main game, there was just stacks of people everywhere trying to trade and fight and do all kinds of different stuff. They've definitely like improved a bunch of the animation stuff. They've improved a lot of like the social aspects of this game as well. Like it's crazy how like the UI is like a little cleaner now. The UI hasn't changed too much, but it's changed just ever so slightly.
Yeah, the old UI was like this like really like bright light blue color thing, and some of the OG players like preferred like that like they'll get like a mod that changes the UI to look like that, but it is
Per-
very like eye rapey to be honest with you. It's
I
like
was gonna say personally, I like the darker gray. It just for
yeah.
me it works. It's easier on my eyes. It's easier to look at for extended periods of time. So I prefer it a little darker.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree with you on that. Another question I had for you was like, I mean, when you and I obviously like work together or whatever, what was your like reaction? I was like, yeah, dude, like I make videos for this game, and you're like, oh, I used to play that like
Yeah,
way
it
back in
was
the day.
weird because you don't people talk about Pokemon, but they only talk about like specific Pokemons. Like you hear people talk about Pokemon Go, you hear people like reminisce about Red and Blue or Yellow and all the other ones. You don't hear people talk about PokeMMO, and I feel like Pokemon MMO is still niche to some people
I thought it
because
was crazy that you like played like cause just because of how niche it was. I thought it was crazy that like you played it way back then of all times. You know. What are your like plans for like you know this collection? Like obviously you said you might start playing, but like if let's say you did start playing, like what are your plans? Would you sell all this? Would you just keep it and like build wealth out the other ways and just keep it and let it keep rising in price? Like what is your plan with this?
it all depends on where the market for some of these goes, I guess, because like for the like the Mr. Mime and the Farfetched and different stuff. I don't know too much about like what offers for those would be. I don't know like how rare they are. I don't know like what people are willing to spend to like get them in a trade form or whatever. But I'd feel bad like a lot of them would be kind of just chilling in my inventory. If anybody wants to reach out to me about if you're interested in any of these, just let him know and he'll let me know.
They have your in-game name so they can DM you, but
Or
yeah.
that
Yeah.
message me in game actually. That'll work better because I don't know
Awesome.
what I'm gonna do with some of these. So if somebody could put them to better use, then I'm willing.
I don't think I've seen a 2012 inventory this big. I'm sure there are some out there, but like this is pretty substantial, dude.